The mission of the North Carolina State Park System is to conserve and protect representative examples of the natural beauty, ecological features, and recreational resources of statewide significance, to provide outdoor recreational opportunities in a safe and healthy environment, and to provide environmental education opportunities that promote stewardship of the state's natural heritage.
We came to the park today to have a cookout.
We are out here once or twice a week running. The trails are wonderful.
The purpose for our family to go out is to learn more about our state.
And I love coming out here to fish. It's wonderful.
We're part of groups that run, bike, hike, walk.
Splashing around the water and just exploring a little bit.
With the salt, the sand, the sea, it's a great place to be.
Charlie and I like to come out here as often as possible. We love it out here.
A bunch of our peeps from work are gonna come out and have some fun in the water.
We come every Saturday morning to practice Tai Chi.
It's a nice place to come, bring the family.
We like to ski, wakeboard. Sometimes we come out and go fishing.
I come out here almost 4 times a week. It's like I'm in the middle of nature.
We usually try to come out at least twice a month just to get some exercise.
Some of the trails out there at the parks are just absolutely wonderful.
It's just a beautiful day to go hiking with the family.
North Carolina State Parks, naturally wonderful.
North Carolina is a fast-growing state. We've got a lot of important natural resources that are vulnerable to development. We've got a growing population that's going to need recreational opportunities in the future. So we really want to grow the state park system to meet the needs of these future generations.
Park visitors' lifestyles and needs are changing, and we're changing the way that we interact and communicate with them to meet those needs.
Our state park system has built 21 visitor centers in the last 2 decades.
That's the first stop for a lot of people coming to the park. That's where they get their information. It's also a chance for us to get them excited about their visit.
We promote healthy lifestyles, getting people out and getting them exercise and getting them out in nature.
We try to evolve to make things more simplified for the customer and to make sure they get out to the parks and able to have the right information that they need to have an enjoyable experience.
We're not the sleepy park system that some may remember from years gone by, but rather a dynamic park system that's seeking to engage more partners and provide special recreational opportunities, all the while balancing the protection of these iconic natural resources.
We evaluated some 70 sites across the state, picked the best one of those and focused on those, and we've been able to add some really super sites to our state park system over the last 10 years. When we establish a new park, we need to create a master plan for it, and this is a vision of what that park is going to be like in the future, how to provide what the public wants in a cost-effective way for future generations.
The planning that we do today has transformed the state park system. Today it is so responsive and professional. We meet the needs of the public because we plan for it.
We found the fishing place. This is what we really came for, though, to do the fishing.
Here at Wonder Room, the main reason we want to come today also, they're having a turtle lecture this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
It's marvelous to be able to come out here and run.
In the last few years, we've had a number of new state parks brought into our state park system with great support from the local communities because they understood the benefit of a state park system being located in their region.
We're fortunate to have Jordan Lake here. That has been phenomenal. A lot of us government offices are very small staffed, and we can rely on our partnership with the state.
We're really happy that North Carolina has these parks that we can come visit.
It's a great place to take visitors when they're here.
I love it that we have this park available for us.
We get a lot of input from the public. The public loves their parks and they're not shy. They like to provide comments. So we have opportunities for them. We post the plans on the internet. We have public meetings. We have park advisory committees at each park made up of local citizens.
So these are valuable partnerships with state parks and the general public to have parks where people need them and will use them.
And there's always public input into the planning, and the Friends groups are advocating the different things that the public would want.
It's almost like a family type atmosphere. We're all seeking the same goal of the improvement of the park systems within North Carolina.
The public has a passion for parks, and they get corporate money and they give volunteer hours. It's a big partnership across the board.
The more people we have at the table, the more partners stepping forth, helping us to advance our park system, expands the resourcefulness and the opportunities that we can provide our citizens in North Carolina.
Park and Recreation Trust Fund, which is a bipartisan supported fund, is more than just the state parks. It's a partnership between state parks, county parks, and municipal parks. And the state park system administers that money. They provide grants to local government, and they provide consulting and planning. It's all funded from license plates and also excise transfer tax on real estate sales.
North Carolina is beautiful, and the parks are beautiful, and you maintain the parks well.
The new display that we went into this year that was not there last year is really nice.
It's easy to get to, it's easy to get in, get out, nice boat ramps.
Now, as time goes on, that master plan may need to be changed. And so periodically for every park, we do a general management plan that incorporates any new public demand, new natural resource information, and revises the plan so it's the best possible plan for that park.
We've had record visitation over the last 2 years. The public is interested in more active recreation. We've been challenged to provide those additional opportunities, such as mountain biking, additional paddling opportunities, rock climbing. The traditional uses are still there, and I think in a sense they're even a little more popular now than they were even a few years ago. With the economy, it seems like there's additional interest in our camping facilities.
One of my coworkers were here a couple of months back, and they said they had a great time, so we thought we'd check it out ourselves.
Always lots of good company out here, and several runners and bikers around. Everybody's always, I think, out here for the same purpose, to have a good time and just enjoy the outdoors.
One of the ways we've been able to get through this challenge is the importance of technology.
We are really trying to go where the people are. They're on their phones, they're on the internet, and we want to make sure that we're meeting those needs with the things that we offer.
We have an excellent website, that website www.ncparks.gov. It's been great for getting the message out.
Facebook page has become a really great way to interact with our visitors. The mobile app is something we're really excited about. We've really strived to make it as comprehensive as possible to include as much information that we have available right in the palm of their hand.
It's so important that we continue to try to increase how we communicate with our citizens and make these resources known and available.
Our online reservation system is making visitors' lives much easier, whereas before it was first come, first served.
Since we have a large amount of traffic, the reservation system has tremendously helped us. It's cut down a lot of the office time, so we do a lot more educational programs, outreach programs to the kids. The new technology has freed up the rangers to go out and about, talk to the park visitor, to interact a little bit more.
I think these technical challenges have been good for us. One thing the CRS system has provided us is there's demographical information. It gives us patterns of use, where our visitors are coming from, which sites are more popular. And so it's been a really valuable tool for us.
Great website to go online, be able to pull it up before you do any kind of traveling to see what they do offer.
We like that new system. I like it because it'll tell you which ones are taken, which ones aren't, and that way you know you've got a spot when you get there.
We know that not everyone can go to every place in every park. We have the highest mountain on the East Coast and sand dunes and rivers, but we try to offer something in every park for everybody so that everybody can at least see and appreciate what that park is all about.
I didn't realize until I was put in my wheelchair, the park really is handicap accessible. I can get down to the lake by a ramp. Anything that's not the most accessible, the rangers do their best to make sure that I can experience every bit.
The mission of our state park system is to make them open and available for everyone, and we value that affordable recreation opportunity that state parks provide. And we're set up in a way where most areas have state parks nearby.
They're fun, they're easy to get and find.
Easy for scout leaders like us to make plans to go places. The camping, yes, you might have to pay for camping, but it's reasonable.
It's a bargain. You can't beat that one.
You young people, you go through the line.
North Carolina has a deep-rooted tradition of protecting these stunning natural resources.
These are the jewels of our natural landscape and provide an unequaled opportunity for the public to experience nature and have good recreational opportunities.
It's so important, balancing societal demands of today, but at the same time caring for this natural resource heritage that North Carolina has long been proud of. In recent years, we've had more opportunity to bring more resources to the table to better care for those.
If we didn't protect the resources that we had, we couldn't educate people about the resources we have, and people couldn't use the resources that we have. So that protection factor goes hand in hand with our recreational use and our educational part of our mission statement.
We offer a stewardship message for our visitors, and we feel we need to set the example with our construction techniques. More recently, our visitor centers have been designed to meet LEED certification through the U.S. Green Building Council.
Even though we live in an urban environment, it's just nice to have this very preserved space.
Just such a great feeling to get out in the wilderness and the woods or the mountains or the beaches or the trails.
Every time I go out here and see a piece of wildlife, it's an experience, and if we don't preserve it, it won't be there for them.
You got it! It's a coach station.
People come out to the park for recreation, but it's also about the resource. It's about learning something new. Each park has its own unique story, and we tell that story through interpretation and education.
These new visitor centers are wonderful because it encompasses all of those learning styles that children have. And then there's always staff available that can help us if we have questions.
One of our missions is to try to talk to young folks and try to get them involved in the state park system and the natural resources that they would turn around and be good stewards in the future.
All right, congratulations on becoming a junior park ranger. Here's your badge. We connect with local communities through our educational programs. I think our visitors learn best and appreciate parks best when they're having fun.
Entertainment and education at the same time.
It's nice to walk through something like that and be able to learn from it.
You get to learn a lot about the environment, and it's fun.
At the end of the day, our goal is for all of our visitors to love North Carolina state parks.
I love my state, and I love my state park.
I love my state parks.
I love my state park.
We love it out here.
I love my state park.
We love our state parks.
North Carolina state parks are awesome.
I love the state park.
We absolutely love the state parks.
For me, it's just wonderful.
North Carolina State Parks, naturally wonderful.